What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm WillStucker25, and today I got another action figure review for you guys on the newly released Jazwares Pokémon Select Articuno. This is their 6-inch figure, highly articulated line, which when I say highly articulated, I mean it for this guy especially. This is a figure, I just got this today. I'm recording this on the 10th. You guys are seeing this on Saturday the 12th. But I'm recording, or no, not Saturday the 12th, the 13th. My bad. I'm stupid. But this figure, wow, I did not expect the level of articulation in this guy that it has. This is a fantastic figure for a bird, honestly, and it gives me so much more hope for Talonflame, Pidgeot, Swellow, Zapdos, Moltres. Moltres, I don't know. Lugia. If they get to any of those birds or something like that, like some of the big ones that I want, Staraptor, if they get to any of those, I have so much hope in them and faith in them after seeing this. I did not expect what we're getting here at all. This guy is fantastic. So this is $20. I did get mine at Target. That is the only place I've seen it available so far. So I would just monitor the app, check your stores. I'm sure it's probably appearing in stores. I haven't gotten out to a store in a while. I did order this online. But this is a awesome figure. Now, what does this character and figure have? Now, this is one that I'm shocked that they started with off the bat, but I'm happy that they did because it's very cool. So, if you could see up here in the wingspan is awesome. You have this, all you get with the figure, by the way, is the stand that you've gotten on Greninja and Charizard as well, and then you get Articuno itself. No accessories, anything like that. No. Greninja had a couple. Charizard, I don't think had any. Articuno doesn't have any. But honestly, I'm fine with that. $20 for a dope figure. I'm all in. I would love to see them start doing some like Pokemon trainers in this scale with these figures, so that we could have some trainers going up against them. Because I want to try and hunt down some Figma characters at some point, so I could have trainers for these guys. But this figure is awesome. The only thing I wish on this Articuno is I wish it had something different going on with the head, but we'll get to that in a minute. So how's the articulation on Articuno? Well, the wings are on a hinge, so you could get them both like hinged down like this for, let's say, some sort of a different attack, I don't know, or like a flapping like thing. And then they both do go back. It looks like about that far as well. So that's how far back you could get on the hinges there with the wings. Now here, this thing is here about the wings as well, is you get a ball joint. Let me bring the camera back down here. You get a ball joint right here in like the actual torso, and then that could do like a full rotation, so you could get a ton of different wing angles and stuff like that. But then on top of the ball joint, you have a hinge, so you could bring the wing fully down like that, or you could bring it fully back and get some crazy like different poses. Like you could get all the way back there. So it's insane what you could do with this, and you could bring it forward. You could there's just so much. This figure is awesome. If you are a Gen 1 fan, if you are a Legendary Bird fan, anything like that, highly recommend this Articuno. This is very nice. Now the head is where I think I get my biggest letdown at. Is all it is a full 360 right here. There's no pivot, no moving, anything like that. What I would love to see, because you think when the bird's flying, it's going to be like looking down like this the whole time. You think it would be able to like look back. I wish there was some sort of ball and hinge where it could like somehow, some way, you know, get it to where the head could go forward and back. Just look a little bit more down and look up, so you could get it like in a cool flight pose. Other than that, there is no articulation whatsoever in the torso, which is perfectly fine. It is a bird. I don't really expect anything like that. Now the legs are where it's crazy at. So okay, you could get the leg that far forward, and you could get the leg about, well, actually, if you break past it, you could get the leg that far back. Insane, crazy. Now there is no rotation right here. I thought there might be, but I don't think there, well, I don't think there is. If I could be wrong, there could be rotation here, but I don't think there is. I might break it. You get double jointed, um, like knee, I guess knee leg. I don't know. Double jointed gets you that far closed and gets you back that much. So pretty good. Now here's the thing with this bird. You do get a rotation. Let me bring the leg forward. You do get a rotation right here at the. Oh, let me get the camera down. This is a very awkward figure to view because you kind of need to leave it on the stand. But you get a nice rotation here at like its ankle. And now here's another awesome thing. All of the claws are articulated. So you can move this one. You can move the middle one if you want like pinching with two. You can bring this one down, this one down. You could choose where you want it. I don't think this thing would have like a crazy grip, but you could get it around like someone's like wrist or something like that on another figure. So very cool. So you could bring Articuno in for like an attacking, a flying in attacking pose. The only other thing I think I wish is that there was maybe an alternate head for like closed beak, open beak, or if they somehow got the beak articulated, because I feel like that's gonna get a little like weird and like lifeless looking with this look sometimes. But if this thing had an alternate head and had the ability for the head to go like just forward and back a bit more, would be awesome if you could somehow get a joint in there. Now, one thing I do notice with these Pokemon figures though is you do get little like scratches and stuff like that inside them. It seems like the plastic is always like dinged up a little bit. Now here is one last thing that Articuno does have, which I thought is kind of crazy. Oop, there goes the stand breaking on me. These stands are nice, but I wish they didn't like fall apart so easily. The tail on Articuno is a bendy wire in there, so you could bend it. I really like the pose it's in here. I did reverse it from what it came out of the box as, but I really do like this. You could bend the whole thing, you could get it flat, you could curve it, but I'm not going to go insane with the bending because, bendy wires, once you bend them certain ways, they don't like going back and stuff like that, but I really do like it so far. I think the bendy wire is like straight through like the middle somewhere, because I don't notice a ton of like bend anywhere else. Like you can't really like bring these in, so it's straight through the middle somewhere in there. But I really do like it. I'm actually shocked that they gave a bendy wire. It doesn't rotate or anything, so it is like flat out like that. But you could just get it in whatever pose you want for flight, for anything. Other than so it's just awesome. Like I said, this bird. You don't expect something like this off of it. But let's get the legs fully brought down, and we'll do a quick height check on Articuno. Now, this is going to be a little weird, since Articuno is an odd Pokemon to height check. From the bottom of the floating feet to the top of the head, we're at just about like basically 6 inches. To the top of the wing, let's see, from the bottom of the feet to the top of the wing, you're at about like 7.5 inches tall. The wingspan now, like fully extended, is like 10.5 inches, which is crazy. And then the front of the body to the end of the not fully extended tail, this is basically your Articuno that you'll have like tail like this a lot of the time, is about like 9.25 inches or something like that too. So I keep moving my little mat here that I got the figure on. So that is just nuts. This character is awesome. I'm very happy to have this now, and this figure is really changing what I want for them to make. Like my original wants was like Mewtwo, Nidoking, all the starters, Sceptile, Blaziken, stuff like that. Darkrai, all these different Pokemon I wanted to make. Blastoise, I wanted them to make all these guys, but now give me all the birds. Pidgeot, Pidgeot. I don't remember how you're supposed to say it. I always say Pidgeot. Staraptor, Talonflame, Zapdos, Moltres, Lugia, Ho-Oh, give me birds now. I want all the birds. But yeah, this is awesome. Let's do some quick size comparisons as best as we can with some other lines. Um, so here Articuno is with your previously reviewed earlier in the week. Doctor Strange. I'm going to put Doctor Strange up on the... Actually, I'll put Doctor Strange off to the side. So there's Articuno with your Doctor Strange. Now, Articuno is on a flight stand, remember, but, like, that looks pretty good. I mean, I always thought Articuno would be massive, but I guess it makes sense that Articuno is, like, you know, that height there, kinda. I mean, I guess. Let's bring it down a little bit more. Does that work? No. So, I guess that's the best we could do. For the height there, but yeah, that's that's pretty good. Here Articuno is with your Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Dino Thunder Red, and your Star Wars Black Series Captain Rex as well. Not bad, not bad. Now let's. Oh, we're losing him. We're losing him. I got the stand too low. Alright, so I guess we'll bring Articuno back up a little bit. So, alright. Here Articuno is with your Mezco Stealth Iron Man. So, your Mafex Batman. Your other Jazwares series, your Halo Spartan Collection, Master Chief, Series 3, specifically. And your Figma Samus, which obviously we've seen these two like not interact, but I'm pretty sure Articuno has been in a Pokeball in Smash Bros. So we would have seen them at some point on screen, probably at one time or another. And then we got your SH Figuarts Goku and your Reveltech All Might, which, I mean, on a flight stand, Articuno is taller than all these guys because of the wings. But obviously, down on the ground. We will try once to see if Articuno could stand without the flight stand, but I don't think it's going to. I haven't honestly tried yet. Now, here Articuno is next to your Charizard, which actually, let's see really quick here. Is Charizard taller? Yeah, Charizard's probably taller. But there's your Charizard look with Articuno, which honestly, that looks phenomenal. I'm really excited for that. Sorry if this review is weird at all. It's really hard to review this guy, especially with my tripod setup. Another figure that we've previously reviewed with the Jazwares stuff as well is Greninja. This was the second figure released out of all these ones. So we're still waiting on Rayquaza. And after Articuno here, I really am excited to see what they do with a snake-like character. It's kind of cool, like, so far, seeing these all together. Let me bring Charizard back out here. Seeing them all together, you've got, like, this different default, like, humanoid, looking one with Greninja. And then, let me get Charizard back there. There we go. There we go. That's your look at them all three together so far. Which, honestly, looks really good. I really like the look of that. But, like, you get your humanoid one over here with Greninja, you get your more dragon bulky body with Charizard here, and then you get your actual, like, bird here with Articuno, and it's just a different look, and it's, like, kind of like a base default for everything. So I think Jazwares is doing really good with this, because, like, obviously, with Greninja, you could reuse this for, like, Lucario, you could reuse this for, like, Cinderace. It's kind of like a like, not reuse, but like kind of like take your tooling that you used here for that, and then obviously the tongue you're probably going to use for like Rayquaza or whatever. I'm assuming like how you did that. Charizard, you could retool that for like other things, and then Articuno is just an instant retool for almost any bird. You could just make a lot of stuff off it. And then lastly, really quick with a Jazwares thing, here's the epic battle figure. A little bit out of scale, but there's Venusaur. But I think that looks even pretty good, and that does work too. Venusaur should be way bigger, though, unfortunately. And then, very, 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 very last thing that I want to show off. This is a very old figure. I don't know who made this. Don't know when it came out, but this is an older Articuno from way back in the day. This figure is probably at least like, oh, I would say at least like 10 plus years old. Or not 10 plus, like probably 15 years old. This is old. This is like an old battle figure where the head opens up, or the mouth opens up, and the head could open, and there's like a little effect that would shoot out of it with the button on the back of its back or whatever. But like as you can see here, let me take off the tail because the tail can unplug. As you can see with this one, the bodies are similar, but like the wingspan is nowhere near. This one is just towers over this old one. And this, like I said, this is probably like a 15-year-old figure. It's beat up. I had to dig it out of storage. Luckily found it while we were going through and cleaning through the whole house and everything like that. Randomly just ran across where it was, just in a random spot. But like this is what I mean though when I say like I wish Articuno could look forward, because like when it's flying you think it'd look like that, not, you know, in the stuck down position, which is like one thing I guess you get bonus, but that's really ugly after the fact. So I mean, if they had a way to do that with the head, but like as you can see though with that figure, this is a vast improvement. That was like a 5-point of articulation figure where the legs just kind of spun left to right, or they could spin around. The head just barely looked up, like, but it was just like the beak, it wasn't the whole head. The wings did spin, but that was it. They could go forward and backwards, and the tail could spin around. But this figure is a vast improvement. For the price point of $20, this thing is phenomenal. I love it. It's definitely going to be replacing that other one in a Pokemon display and being used in a Pokemon display, and I really am excited to use this thing in other places. And I want to see some trainers so I could get some cool, like, you know, photos of like a trainer walking up to this thing. But for a price point of 20 bucks, great figure. I recommend it. If you're a Pokemon fan, go out and get it. I really hope this line gets supported heavily because I love it so far and I want to see it continue. The only thing I think I would say is if there's a way to hide this pin here. If you could hide the pins a little bit up on the up top, that'd be kind of cool. But I guess you got to have a way to put it in there somehow. So it doesn't really bother me that much. But yeah, the whole head thing, that's my only gripe that I wish there was a little bit up there to deal with. But great figure. I'm shocked there's a bendy wire, and I'm excited for the rest of this line. So that's going to do it for this review for me, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I do apologize that the reviews were a little bit short this week and a little bit off. I don't want to waste any more of your time, so I would always appreciate a like as well as a subscribe down below if you haven't done so already. Trying to get to that 100 by the end of the year. We're at 78 as I'm recording this on the 10th, so maybe over the next 2 or 3 videos it's going to change, but I would always love to see it go up, you know, end of the year thing. If you do want to follow me over on the gameplay channel, Twitch or Twitter, links are in the description as well. I will be playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl on either Twitch or the gameplay channel, or both, if you do want to check out any of that stuff. We did get a trailer today where Articuno is capturable in those games, so I am very excited about that. Articuno has always been one of, if not my favorite bird. Zapdos is really close, though. I really like Zapdos, even though a lot of people don't like it. Dumb bird design, kinda, you know, because how does it fly? But really cool Pokemon design. But yeah, Articuno is awesome. I'm excited. Please, Jazwares, give us Zapdos and Moltres at some point. I want to complete this whole thing. But yeah, I can't wait, and hopefully you guys did enjoy. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for whatever we're reviewing next. I think I said it was going to be the What If Nebula. Yeah, that's Tuesday, so another blue character. So, alright, see you then, guys.